Hi, I'm Jennifer Burks. I'm the athletic director here at Perry High School. I would like to welcome you all to our signing day celebration. Today we have the opportunity to honor 7 of our student athletes. But first, I'd like to start out by mentioning 3 athletes who are committing but not here in today's ceremony. The first one is Gavin Keppel, who will be attending the University of Jamestown in North Dakota for football. Next, Tiana McKinley, who is attending Chandler Gilbert Community College for basketball. And finally, Camden Neiman, who is attending Park University in Gilbert for volleyball. But now, to honor the athletes before us. So, Austin Hutchings will be attending the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado for cross country and track. Kaylee Cates will be attending Goshen College in Indiana for softball. Brooklyn Larson will be attending Brigham Young University in Utah for dive. Brandon Larson will be attending Palomar College in California for baseball. Mallory Nyberg will be attending Cameron University in Oklahoma for golf. Arthur Cinch Smith will be attending McGill University in Canada for baseball. And Brock Williams will be attending the University of New Mexico for baseball. So we're so honored to have these 7 athletes represent us at the next level. Each one of them represents all that is good about high school athletics. They are strong both on the field, in the classroom, and in their communities. And together, they have an average 3.7 GPA. Pretty high. So as usual, this group has excelled athletically. Austin is a multi-sport athlete who has been in multiple state championships. He was all-state, all-region, and all-CUSD in cross country. He is currently ranked for track state qualifying in 4 events, including the 800, the 1600, the 3200, and the 4x8 relay. And we are especially proud that he is on his way to serve our country as a member of the military. Brooklyn has also been in multiple state championships where she placed as high as 4th, which is all state. She has also been named All Premier Region and All CUSD. Mallory, also in multiple state championships where she has been named All Premier Region and All CUSD. Now, our baseball and softball players are at a slight disadvantage in regards to their honors this year. With their seasons cut short last year and no honors yet for this year, we are still waiting to see how they will play out. But we are expecting great things from all of them. Looking forward to lots of all CUSD, all region, and hopefully some all-state players for them. So their accomplishments say a lot about the quality of our programs, our coaches, our parents, our teachers, and our athletes here at Perry High School. For the friends and teammates of these student athletes, I hope you look to them as an inspiration. Getting to this point took them years of hard work, including hours of practice time, miles of travel, late night doing homework, sore bodies, and dedication and sacrifice by their parents. Along the way, they've had to go to bed early on game nights, and they may have missed out on those special school events or had to give up what they wanted for club or private lessons. But ultimately, today and the next 4 years will make that all worth it. Athletes, be sure to take the time to stop and appreciate what all those sacrifices were for. So from Perry High School, I want to congratulate each of you and wish you good luck in the next stage of your life as a student athlete. I know that some of you still have some work to do, so don't think this is the end. And as always, I want to wish each of you good luck, and to know that even though you are about to become a Falcon, a Maple Leaf, a Cougar, a Comet, an Aggie, a Redbird, and a Lobo, you will always be Pumas to us. And so at this time, we will have a few words from our coaches about each athlete. And I'm going to start off with a note from Coach Kelly Stinnett regarding Brandon. So what he had to say was, I want to congratulate Brandon Lindsay for his commitment to Palomar College in San Marcos, California, to play baseball. Brandon has been a part of the Grinders baseball, now the Buccaneers baseball program, for the past 3 years. Brandon has not let any of the speed bumps that he's experienced as a student athlete stop him. He has been a steady fixture at all of our workouts, practices, and games this past 3 years. I'm proud of how he has kept his head high and earned this opportunity to play college baseball. Once again, I'm excited for Brandon and what his future has in store for him. So that's from Coach Kelly Stinnett. Thanks, Brandon. All right, we're going to have Coach Garecki come on up and talk about Austin.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So I'm Coach Garecki. I've coached Austin in cross country and track for the last 4 years, and in those 4 years, I've seen him develop as a young man into the man that he is today. I've had the pleasure of seeing him achieve all the goals that he's had so far. So this year, as a senior, looking at the cross country season, he had an amazing finish to his season at the state meet. And then as track right now, he's PR'd basically this year in every event that he's been in. So looking at the Air Force Academy, I know that Austin definitely made the right choice. He's got a great support system behind him. We are always going to be rooting for Austin as he runs in the next level. So congratulations, Austin.
All right, now we're going to have Coach Rob Hehe come on up and talk about Kaylee.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for coming out in support of all these athletes that have worked their tails off to get what they're getting now. A little bit about Kaylee. Kaylee, like Ms. Burke said, unfortunately last year we only got to play 14 games, so we didn't get all states and we didn't get all CUSD awards. Had we finished the season, I'm 100% sure that she would have achieved at least one of those two goals, probably both. The fun thing about Kaylee is it's always exciting when you have kids that succeed and go on to play college softball, but when they're even better people than players, it's very exciting. Kaylee is an outstanding student. She's an outstanding person, and obviously her softball talents are through the roof. I'm really excited for the fact that she gets to go on and play some college softball, but I know she'll do huge things in the world because of the person that she is. Thank you.
All right, next we have Coach Ketty Kirby, who's going to speak about Brooklyn.
Thank you. All right, I have to follow my notes or I will brag about Brooklyn for an hour. So Brooklyn, I've had such a great time coaching Brooklyn. She's a great diver, but she's also a really fun kid to coach. She's always making us laugh along with her. We have a really good time with her. And she makes an adorable baby sea otter, if you ever see her in the pool. Funniest thing we've ever done. Along with the All-State and All-CUSD honors that Ms. Burks mentioned, she's consistently been one of the top team point earners on our team. She's been a big reason that we are so successful as a team. She is a 2-time recipient of the Coach's Choice Award on our team. That's chosen by the coaches. And then she has also competed in the state championships for all 4 years that she has been a Perry. Some of the intangibles, she's beyond the fact that she's an extremely talented diver, she's also a great teammate, like we were saying before. She's a hard worker. She sets tough standards for herself, and she has met them. She's been a fantastic example and a friend to the rest of the divers. She's always cheering on her teammates. She's always giving words of encouragement when we're learning hard and scary dives. You can always expect a yell out of Brooklyn, a "you got this," and all of that. I know she's going to be bound for greatness as she goes off to BYU, and I can't wait to see her excel there.
Good job. All right, next we have Coach Scott Ueshiro to talk about Mallory.
All right. Just want to say that this is probably the most successful class in the Perry Girls Golf that we ever had. We had 3 signees for this year: Kaylee Hehe, Mallory Nyberg, and now Mallory Nyberg. Many people think that golf is an easy sport and that anyone could receive a golf scholarship. Well, all you have to do is ask Mallory and other golfers, and they would tell you that golf is probably the most difficult and most challenging sport to play. I think Mallory could tell you that it's probably easier to land a double axel in figure skating than it is to shoot even par in golf. And yes, Mallory Nyberg is a former competitive figure skater who turned herself into a golfer. Mallory started playing golf as a freshman. Coach Brian Benier at that time kept her on the developmental team as a freshman because he saw potential in her. Mal improved her sophomore year, but I didn't see the growth in her game to put her in my top 5. This changed during her junior year. Mallory started to get a little bit more serious in golf, and then Mal was now in the top 5, but I still didn't see that she was committed to improving her game. This all changed during her junior year at the Antigua Invitational, which is a nationally ranked high school golf tournament. On Mallory's second hole that she was playing, she hit a wayward shot on the second hole that she was playing, and she was looking for her ball, and I was there to meet her, to give her encouragement like I normally do, or to make my players laugh. Well, she came over, tears just streaming down her face, looks at me and goes, "Coach, I'm playing so bad. This is probably the worst I'm ever playing." And I looked at her, I go, "It's okay." And she goes, "This is so embarrassing." And from that moment on, everything changed. And I finally saw the passion in her that I needed to see. And I knew from this very moment that Mallory was going to change. She quit competitive figure skating and devoted herself 100% to golf. Mallory started working with a swing coach, Jeremy Anderson, who's here today, and a personal trainer. Her transformation was incredible. She entered her senior year fit and ready to go. She was stronger, determined, and motivated to prove to me she could play competitive golf at the next level. And boy, did she make a point. Mal won medalist honors in a couple matches and finished her senior season being named second team All-Premier Region and All-CUSD honorable mention. She helped Perry finish 6th in state, the highest finish in school's history. Mallory Nyberg is a perfect example of hard work and determination. She went from a player shooting in the 120s and 130s to a player who now shoots in the low 80s to upper 70s. Yes, I will say it again. Golf is a difficult sport to play. And Mallory could tell you it took hard work and countless hours to practice to get her where she is today. There has been a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, and a lot of mishit balls. By the way, some of those mishit balls has almost killed me on the golf course. And Mallory knows what I'm talking about. Like when I was standing 50 yards away from her at the Aguila tournament, and she mishits a shot that was probably 5 feet in the air and coming at me at 110 miles an hour. And if it wasn't for my awesome ninja reflexes, it would have killed me, and I probably wouldn't be here to talk about Mallory Nyberg today. So anyway, congratulations, Mallory. You have earned every penny of the golf scholarship you are receiving from Cameron University. I know you will continue to improve and do great things at Cameron. Great job, Mallory.
All right, and finally, we have Coach Tippett to come up and talk about baseball.
All right. Hey, first and foremost, thank you to everybody for being here. Congratulations to every single one of you. Austin, that is amazing. Air Force, I'm pumped for you, man. That's a really good deal. And you win the prize for coolest prop, without a doubt. That is awesome. All you guys, Brandon, Cinch, Brock, all you guys, congratulations, everyone on the stage. Mallory, that's a pretty cool story. Ice skating, huh, to the golf? Makes sense. Okay. Congratulations to all you guys. Just real quick about our two guys over here on the end. Cinch, I'll start with real quick. And I told you guys last time we were here, he was still in negotiations. Well, he inked a deal with McGill, which is going to give him an opportunity to play for the next 4 years. But what he's going to do with his work over there at McGill is going to shape our futures for the next 40 to 60 years. So I'm super pumped about that. Cinch is our baseball-wise, he's our Swiss Army knife. He literally plays every position. I could roll him out there tomorrow, start him at first, because last year we had a hole at first base. Cinch was really coachable, went and learned how to play first base for us. He's a catcher who throws 1-9 down to second, right? Yeah, there we go. He's got a missile down to second base. He has been playing a lot of second base for us. He's played shortstop in the past. We've put him at third in the past. We've put him in right field in the past. Oh, yeah, by the way, he's also one of our relief pitchers. So he is a Swiss Army knife. He does it all. He can bunt. He can hit in the gaps. He can do it all. He base runs well. And more important, he gets it done in the classroom. He's an amazing person on this campus. He's a community guy. He's a better Pumas, or better people make better Pumas type of a guy. He's one of those guys. So congratulations, Cinchy. I love you, man. That's awesome. Speaking of better people make better Pumas. Okay, Brock Williams. These are just, I can't just talk enough about the character of these two guys, and let's focus on Brock here. As a freshman, third baseman, pitcher, I think he had 2 left feet as a freshman, but somewhere in between our very short summer, which, when we mix in summer ball, you get about 3 weeks of summer. 3 weeks of just get away from me, okay? And somewhere in those 3 weeks, he grew a foot. So he comes back in mid-July for the first day of school. I was like, who's that kid? Did he transfer in? Because he just grew. Like, he went from this little guy to holy cow. And now I'm looking up to him. And I remember fast forward a month, because we're in the weight room a lot and everything, and the guy is just a beast in the weight room. And he came locked in that sophomore year. First bullpen we're throwing in the visitor pen, and I'm like, huh. And I kind of step aside, just get a side view. I'm like, huh, these mechanics are looking much different than they did 2 months ago. And that ball is coming out of his hand really well. And everything was picturesque. I'm like, okay, I think he's maturing. And I'm still getting to know, because he was a freshman, so I didn't work with him too much his freshman year, but I'm getting to know him a little bit more, getting his character, and it all started making sense. This guy puts in so much work, and he's so darn coachable, and such a great teammate that it's no surprise to any of us who know Brock that he's going to go to a Division I university to play ball and to pitch. And he's got so much good stuff on the mound, and he's so resilient, he's going to have himself a really good career. So I'm very proud of you, as I am with all of you guys. Congratulations again. Brock, way to go. So is this what you do, Go Bows? There you go. There you go.
All right. So now comes the time where our athletes get a chance to speak. I know they've been waiting for this for 4 years or longer. So we're going to start with Austin.
Okay, first off, I'd like to thank my family for their constant support over the years. You all have dedicated so much time to helping me achieve my goals. Next, I want to thank all my cross-country and track coaches, Coach Carr, Coach Garecki, Coach Eidelman, Coach Avola, Coach McKenzie, and Coach Larson, my junior high PE teacher, who first convinced me to try cross-country. I'd also like to thank all my basketball coaches, especially Coach Fauché. I want to also thank my teachers, friends, and teammates here at Perry, and to Ms. Burks and Mr. Serrano for all the encouragement and support. You all have made these 4 years ones to remember. Finally, I would like to thank the Air Force Academy for believing in me and seeing my potential. It's an unbelievable honor, and I look forward to serving my country like my dad and grandpa. Let's fly.
To begin with, I would like to thank my parents, my dad for being both my personal trainer and my dad all in one, and my mom for always sticking up for me and being my #1 fan. I would also like to thank my sister Rachel for going to all my games and extra hitting lessons she probably didn't want to wake up for, and Katie Ray for being my best friend and helping me not make silly decisions. Thank you to the Perry softball coaches for teaching me how to be a leader on and off the field. Thank you all my teammates for Perry and on Suncast for being my besties and always being there for me. And last but not least, I would like to thank Coach P and Coach Ryan for believing in me and giving me this amazing opportunity to play at the next level. And on that note, can't wait to see what's next. Go Maple Leafs.
I'm grateful for this opportunity to sign to BYU. I first want to thank my parents who are the reason I'm here today, and I want to thank them for all the time and money that they've spent going to these meets and a lot of money on swimsuits. I also want to thank all my coaches, my club coaches who have kept me going year-round and helping me improve, and especially Coach Kirby who let me on the team my freshman year when I didn't have much going for me, which allowed me to start my diving career. And then lastly, Coach Rodman, who helped coach the dive team these last 2 years. And if it weren't for these people, I wouldn't be here signing today, so thank you.
I first want to thank the whole Park Club team from Sinette, Zach, Mark, Troy, and Coach Mike. And I would not be here without them. They taught me so much about the game. Next, I want to say thanks to all my teammates, both past and present. I love playing with you guys and wish you guys the best next year. Lastly, I want to thank my family for all they have done to support me throughout my career. You guys are with me every step of the way, and you are always here for me. I'm excited for this next chapter and excited to be a Comet.
I just want to say thank you to all my family, friends, coaches, Kyle and Jeremy and Mr. Yu for the wonderful speech. I know going from being a figure skater to golfer was not an easy step or task, and I want to thank you all for helping me get to this point. Thank you to my mom and dad for constantly sending me out to practice in the dry heat and everything. But yeah, go Aggies. Thank you.
I can never give enough thanks to everyone who's helped me get to where I am today, but I'm going to try in these next 30 seconds. So first off, I'd like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to play, and then I'd like to thank my parents beside me and my sister out in Utah. I couldn't really exist without you guys, but I'd also like to thank my teammates out in the stands. Y'all make me look good, and I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do. I'd like to thank all my friends on stage and in the stands. For allowing me to vent you guys after all my 8 a.m. Saturday practices. I'd like to thank all the coaches who have helped me get to where I am, especially those up in Canada, Coach Auerbach and Coach Cody. Thank you guys for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to play at the next level. It's been a long journey that hasn't always been easy, but it's the beginning of my next stage. I've always dreamt of studying abroad when I was a kid, and it's going to come true. And I'm also going to be playing baseball there the next 4 years. Thank you guys.
All right, so first off, I'd like to thank God for giving me this opportunity to play at the next level. Next, I want to thank my parents for being such a huge support system for me and for pushing me through this life I have here on earth. I'd also like to thank my friends, teammates, coaches for pushing me every day to be my best self, both on and off the field. I'd like to give a special thanks to my pitching coach, Brian Broderick, for pushing me every day to become the pitcher I am today. And lastly, I want to thank the coaches at UNM for giving me this opportunity to play and for holding my scholarship after my mission. Go Bows.
Okay, if you guys would all, and ladies would grab your pens and find your papers. It's officially April 14th, 2021, and it is 9:55 a.m. So if you would go ahead and sign. All right, let's give everybody a great big hand. All right, one last congratulations to everyone. We still have a little bit to go, so let's make sure we finish the season and the year strong. Can't wait to see what you guys will accomplish in college. Make sure you stay in touch with those things. You know how we love Twitter around here, and we happily talk about our alumni as well. So that's the end of our official program. If you would like to get photos, we're going to actually not do them on stage due to social distancing requirements. We do have some things set up outside for you to take photos out there. The signs are for you to take. We do need an official photo with everybody up here out in front in the lobby before you head home today.